Hi, in response to the video that I just posted. Language is your problem. You see, there's no polarity at all. It's just the way you thought. The idea itself is whatever you'll say it is. I liked all of that video I sent you up until the point to where it started to describe in the language the idea, that compartment for the mechanism that is your thoughts to algorithmically process out crap. If you're going to explain crap, what you've done is identified it and basically told them it's there. It's not. It doesn't exist. None of that exists. They're just ideas to stimulate the way you think, like an algorithm, a process. So what it means to me is simple. The idea is yours to make. You have been made to do that. You do it well. A paradigm, okay, a way of thinking, almost a mode, a philosophy, if you will, could be culturally influenced, not at its exactness. There's no such thing, but as an influence from the different areas of our experience that create itself in the ways that it creates according to its environment and the relationship we share with it, then consciously evolving over this expression's tenure, if you will, with the idea, again, just words, so language. So don't divide language into polarity and tell people the secret is not doing that, meanwhile doing the very thing you told them not to do. So you use words, use them wisely. You cut out the crap and leave it there. What's good is up to them, not you. But the idea works. So yes, you can compartmentalize something that doesn't exist and go, oh wow. What were we talking about? I truly do not know. So what I'm saying is, when you do that, you've let it go. I did. There is not a thought related to anything I was talking about, nor am I trying to backtrack actively, catching any of the words that I just said. It's a process and a skill, but now that I've mentioned the process, guess what happened? I just touched it, just a bit, just a touch, which means it's there. But I control the process that says I can categorize that and in my own way control it. I do. That's what meditation is for. That's for you. That's a skill to help turn on and off these emotions at your will. To be able to do that means you don't need anything outside of yourself, and your self-love is there. If you love yourself enough to understand that, yes, there is mountains of information that goes into it, but it's a fun experience. It doesn't have to feel painful because it was something you felt left out of, and it's catching up for you. It is. It's catch-up work, and it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It might take years, but the first step is the best step because that's the first step. And that's the best step as long as you keep doing that. So what I'm saying is none of these words will help you. If you want to tap in and get the matrix download, you have to realize something else too. This is for you alone to do for yourself, by yourself, to ask for that truth. All you have to do is say, I gotta know, and I want something tangible. And it will give you the experience in a way you had never known possible. Will rock your world to show you exactly how it works with you. It means through thick and thin, you're going to let go of the things that happen because that's Murphy's Law. That's experience speaking loud. That's what words are for, y'all. We get to have this expression to share a relationship. It's good or bad. Depends on where we're at and how we are with each other. Are we friends? Are we not? Are we family? Do we rock? What does it matter? And if it does, is that because they're older than us? Did we just get here today? Well, maybe you don't have what they have that helped them see it that way, but maybe you have something that reminds them of something that didn't lose them at all. Maybe if the ones moms here were helping themselves like we do when I was growing up, y'all, then you wouldn't have any of these problems either, because I didn't have these problems in the 90s. I damn sure didn't see my mom struggling with it in the 80s when they was having my ass. And when I got to the 2000s, here I am, y'all. 36 years old, and I've got war. I've got kids almost out of high school myself. I got a breath of fresh air, and I'm saying I love that more than anything now. And I'm showing you. That's where it's at, y'all. It don't need to be talked about. So when you get beyond the words, it's because you appreciate that more than life itself. You appreciate that, your peace, and you create your peace, and you make your peace with your words, and you own it because life has been on the attack, and you don't have to fight back. But sometimes you need words that need to be exact, to be a direct order of you to serve it to them now. Well, they need napkins? Probably for the tears. I'm not a fucking meal. After all these years, if you're going to eat something up, how about this? It's not how I feel. That's what I know. I had to let it go too. And sometimes you got to do it that way. But you don't always have to get online and do it like this either. Because when you move the heart like this, it moves everything. But that's me making me today. And it might move you out of the way somewhere in this echo. But believe me, it's a copy, print, paste, and simulate too. I can stand it. To mimic something is the finest form of flattery. I'm okay with that. We learn from each other. That's what we do. As long as that's okay, then I'm okay with you. Because I love learning with each other. Not from each other, not for each other. I just love to learn. I do. I have a genuine thirst for every kind of knowledge. And I don't want bias coming with it to say, you don't need that because it is. And they don't need that. And I don't need that. And I'm afraid of everything I hear. And I don't want to be honest. And that's the truth. And I'm fucking sick of it. And so is everybody else. That's for my youth. That's for my fucking kids. Mine. I fought for that. And myself today. So fuck that. That's what I'm saying. Words got to be direct. But watch who you're playing, because the echo's got to go. It's got to be felt. So what I'm saying is ring it up. When you're having these conversations, not for everybody to see, because you don't need to do that. I've been through this too. It's how I started this whole mess with my family. But that's what I did, because I didn't have any other choice. I had to do this like this. So I do this for me because of that too. And later, someday, I might forget these words and need to come back and reference this. And guess what? I already did it. And so what a beautiful thing that technology now is helping me with this paradigm. The one I'm fixing, because the words got in my way. But that's me fixing myself too. So an algorithm means I took something wise to make it wiser. I don't mind being a miser of myself. That's the master of me. I'm not mastering you. The fuck you saying? You can't be me. I gotta be me. That's dumb. Duh. 2 + 2. What is that? Doesn't matter, because that's not related to the fucking subject. Me. That's the subject. I am the one referencing this experiences. Me, by myself, this guy. My sovereignty, my kingship, my I am, and own it. Me, I earned that. Can you tell? I'm not willing to debate it. I won't tell you to go to hell, but I was thinking it. Wasn't that close enough? Yes, you know better in your thoughts than you are in reality. Now, here's the best part. That's what I'm talking about. You can't do that. Well, yeah, no. I can, and I may. So if we're done discussing what I may do, I'll tell you what you won't do again, and that's tell me what I may do. Especially in the month of May. So may the 4th be with you as well. That's tomorrow. Imagine that. I didn't do that on purpose. Wasn't thinking about it. Just fell into it somehow. It's like that. It's poetry on the fly. Perfect cast. Roll them in the credits, y'all. Before we die. This is what I'm talking about. Just a little. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Music to my ears. For real. That's how I feel. So now I feel better. I get it out. But you gotta bring yourself down too. And don't leave people hanging. Because that's your crew. And like I said, it doesn't help to go off on your family like that. But that's me. This is me helping me today. And if it helped you, do that a little better because you could, because you didn't go through all the things that helped me fight for me the way that I do. Great. It wasn't worth fighting over. I'm me. You are you. Come as you are. You is very specific. It means you, not me. Come as you are. I'm already here. I'm always here with me. That's a fact. Beyond that, don't look back. It's okay. And if you do, I wasn't talking about behind you. I just meant don't let thoughts become the trash that you absorb. Okay, that's cool. Cut it off completely. And over here, like I said in that video, this is my summary. That's good. All the information. Just don't give me the polarity crap, because then you confuse the kids. Kids, listen, that's just an idea. 2 plus 2. Okay? 2 equals 2. It's the same thing. Except plus did something different than the equal sign. Equal said that's what's on both sides, but that's for a balance. So if I go 2 plus 2 and then put an equal sign there, well, now I have to put something on the other side. Well, if I put 4 on the other side, great. Guess what? 4 equals 4. It's the same thing. So I said the same thing, just a different way. And that's the beauty of it. It's not too poetic. I'm not being I'm not being cheekish. I think that's a nice way to say it. I like it. But sometimes being witty does sting a little. That's okay. It didn't have to hurt. It's not something to fight about. This is me. That's you. Come as you are means that's okay. I don't have to act like it's a show. It's not. I'm not here to rip and romp and stomp with all that I've got. I'm not some cool guy rock star, though I do play. I like that. I do come from a long line of hard knocks, so they rock star the whole way too, and I'm not dissing them. I'm not. They got this too. Them, this way. And they do have these words. They've had these words for a long time too. I'm not the first, okay? But me, to be the one that owns it the way they do. Now this is a first for me. I'm 36 years old. That's what I mean. So kids, if that's what you're ready for, buckle up. It's tough. You're gonna, and eventually it's just gonna show you the best thing in your life is you. Once you know that, then all the stuff they said in the video about manifesting and all the secrets of our quote-unquote Masonic lodges, okay? It's an institution. That's another subject up here, and don't worry about that today. It's the information you needed. Again, the paradigm is not distracted by the idea, because that's an idea. Paradigm's an idea too, but these are compartments for things. So we got good over here. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So this is taking the bad stuff and filtering it through to the good. So we are going to use it all. And it's going to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it to you, right here. The you that you are like this with me, balanced. It's okay, because you have a process that algorithmically processes your words because of that diagram that I sent you in the video, and my words today, because they went too far. And that's what I mean. These are our words today. Now that's what I love about us. That's why the best part of it is you. I wrote a song about it, and I mean every word to its core. I know you because I know me. Why is that a surprise? They did it. We did it. I did it. Okay. Ergo, we go, I go. There you are today. And that's you. The ability to turn it off is whatever. However the mechanism is for that, eventually you should just be able to do it, even without words. Without getting emotional, without responding or reacting the way that I just did. And that's us learning. So it's integrating a process, all sides of it, just going back and forth until we sift through it. Okay? Nothing's being separated to be destroyed or being unified to attempt something that is recognizing itself humbly, lovingly. I don't know everything. Of course not. But it's nice to know what we know when we know it and not going out and abusing others with it too. Because it happens a lot. I grew up with people like that. Even my own family do that, and then they'll go out and say, why do you do that? Well, that's what you do. And I had to stop it too, so I'm great. I'm glad you're over it, I'm over it, we're over it. Ergo, we go, I go. So, that's it. Just like that. There's nothing left of it. That's the skill you build. So 36 years. I got that. Here we are. That's real. So I give credit where credit is due. Credit's rolling now. Here I am already. as the background, and all the names are, because it took all of us to do that, and it is unified. So if you want access to all of it, you have to get rid of the bias, you have to get rid of your pride, you have to be honest about where you're at, and stop blaming yourself for things you did. If you did things that you can't atone for, guess what? There might be a reason for that. That doesn't mean you're hopeless, but you do need some help. And sometimes that help won't come in the way you always got it. And I'm going to tell you, that's a guarantee today. You have to find it for yourself. To be sovereign with your unified you truth, that's me talking for me, not you. But for me, by me, with me, because I am me, and I did this, I guarantee it. I know that you can feel my truth. It's a knowing, it is not compromisable, it is unadulterated, because I didn't need any of the information out here to sit in the silence to know I love that part of it most because of everything I've been through. Again, war, all of it, from my kids, here I am again, right here going, the best part is just breathing. But it took some time to get there. So again, buckle up, kids. No matter what you choose in life, all of that is arbitrary. Right. That doesn't mean it don't matter. It does. So the best way to filter something bad and good is to realize it's all the same. Those words don't belong to the truth, because the truth says if you owned it the way that they said that you should, that doesn't exist to you today, though we can talk about it. That's why it's over here, like an idea. And guess what? Just like that, you control that. Not them, not anyone else, you. And that's me controlling it too. That's how I know. Because I'm me, not you. Are we getting it? Okay. Now I'm done. Thanks.